Hi, welcome to From the Pearl Forest. This is Peggy, and today is day 15 from our hashtag Play Your Hand journal card video series for August 2024. And this is from our video on the desk calendar and day 15. Okay, I've pulled together 5 cards. You can use most any kind. This one says let us be thankful, and it's a fall theme, and it actually has a cutout through here that will show what's in there. It's not used. None of these are used that I pulled out for today. Here's one with an apple, and it's blank. This one just has a design on the front. This one has flowers and says thanks, and this one has a caterpillar and says thanks for the great gift, and you really made my day. So I don't know whether I'll leave the words or not, but here's 5 cards for us to play with. I could cut them apart, but I think I'll leave them as double journal cards. This one, we can go this way because it's non-directional. This one would need to go that way. This one goes this way. If the flowers, are going that way. And this one, depending on whether we save any of that, could go either way. But if we were keeping the words inside, then we'd want to go that direction. So let's see what we can make to make these our own, to make journal cards. Okay, I've pulled out a number of supplies. One thing is these calendar pictures from one of the calendars that I had. This one is the Wilderness Society someone gave me. So these little pictures on the calendars are nice to add to journal cards. And we're just using our standard supplies, so I have stuff that's in my tray here. This could be the back of a tall journal card, and you could write on this and we could decorate the back, so maybe we'll save that for later. I kind of have a basket next to me. I don't think you can see it, but it's where I've started collecting all the ones that we've finished. However, for this video, I've kind of piled some supplies I pulled out of my desk basket, so they're just handy. So we're going to transform these cards to make them our own. And we may or may not use very many of these. We'll see what we like with what. I'm kind of leaning towards covering most of that up. Color-wise, I like that one together. So this is a use you can do of a calendar as well. Actually, I kind of like that just in there. And we'll see what else we add. Here's some sunsetty things. Maybe we'll like that one with that. We might not use all of these. I'm just deciding which ones color-wise might go. And we could keep the I'm thankful or not. It's nice, especially in a fall journal or a gratitude journal or a prayer journal. Could be nice in any of those. That could go on this one too. It could also go on there. And we can cut these smaller too if we wanted. And we're not stuck with using these pictures at all. I just thought I would cut them all out quickly so we have a choice. Hope you're having a great day today and that you're enjoying the videos. I apologize that I have gotten off track due to some electronic Riles. I'm still trying to get my days loaded up correctly to catch back up on there. This is supposed to be August 15th. I don't think this is the 15th yet. That's kind of how my week has been going. So maybe it will be on time. I think that maybe the 12th, 13th, and 14th kind of got off a little bit. You know, when your computer doesn't let you do what you need to do and you have to figure out a way around it. So I think I've figured it out. Okay, so we have those. We also have some index stickers, which are small. I mean, insect. I have some punched out scalloped edged circles, which might be nice to put behind something. Perhaps this kind of peachy orange color might be nice, you know, in here. I don't know if we'll go with that or not. I have some fussy cuts from a variety of places. We have this one. Boarding pass, flight. I need new glasses. Color-wise, that looks nice. Chocolate milk. Here's a flower. Here's some letters. This one might be nice. I think maybe I don't. This one is the first one I'm going to set aside. I'm going to throw it in my basket. I don't want to cover up the apple, but maybe I want to stick something on the side. Maybe something overlapping. Here's a coupon. I don't know where I've gotten these various pictures. They're die cuts. This one's kind of nice. Maybe lose that one. Maybe we'll lose most of this. That looks nice. It needs something right up there. It says pray. 35. Yeah. It's got some nice blue. Oh, that's kind of nice. Tab. Oh, I have a little label. Maybe over more so it's not so much on the flower. Speaking of flowers, this just needs something more to anchor the apple down. Let's see. what else would we like with the blue one up here? It needs something underneath. I like that, but it's kind of too much the size of the apple. Wonder if that would be better. Wonder if I have any more labels. Here's a thing that might work with that. There's quite a few things in here. Orange bow. We lost that leaf and put that up there. I kind of feel like we're just burying the edge of the apple though. Maybe that's just too much. I do kind of like that though. Here's a little one. That looks a little better. I need my glasses. That might be nice on there. Oh, here's a butterfly that might be nice. Well, let's glue this one down because I do know that I like this one the way it is. So let's distress the edges. And I'm just gonna borrow the other brown one. Some of this will show on the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit on there to remember where these all go. This just helps blend in the little white edges. Or big white areas like this handle. This big area. Makes it kind of blend in a little bit more. Stick this over here. Okay, this one goes on top. This is one of our calendar pages. Give it a little definition. And this is a digital from somewhere. Kind of grunge it up a little bit. Okay, and then this one is just punched out of some cardstock, which had some printing on it. I see I'm a little bit off the edge here. But I'm going to tuck that down where you don't see it, since it's just that little piece there. Okay. And we'll go around here too in case that gets buried down under something. Depending on what you do with the inside and the back, you can have lots of journal room. Oops. so let's put this down first. I think this is clogged up a little bit. And then my pen is rusting, so it's obviously not a stainless steel. So you'll see it come out a little rusty here. Sorry, my lighting might not be very good right now. It's later in the day. I just have my overhead light, and maybe these are blocking me. That's probably better. Okay, so we'll put this up in this corner. And put this down in the bottom corner. Pretty sunset calendar picture. Maybe offset it just a little here. And I'm going to stick this up here on the top and overlap it maybe half of this section. Stick it on. Maybe I should have had this down, I think, under both of those, so I'm going to have to see if I can get it down there still. Alright. Peel you up. Lift you. You don't want to come up. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go over that. We'll just stick that up here. Just lost something off my desk. And we moved this. Yeah. How did this shift? I can get it up without tearing it through. I'll try one more time. Need to be up here higher. Sorry about that. Try this again. I wanted it to be over a little bit there. We have a little bit of torn paper, but I'll go around and just stress the edge again, and that won't show then. It'll just add a little bit of grungy factor. Okay. So this is our hashtag Play Your Hand 5 journal cards out of various substrates or bases and various supplies. These are just supplies off the desk, plus greeting cards, which can be ones that have been used by you or other people, or they can be ones that are brand new like this. So there's a new one. I believe that sediment in there nicely, but I think maybe I'll put something on the back. Let's see, what have I got? I think this kind of will go okay. So I think I will just cut a pocket out of this and glue it on, and then that covers up the card writing on the back. This is tight. I think it might be time for a new bottle. Okay, if you hold the opening side, then you can put glue on the non-opening sides. For a pocket, it's probably 3 sides. This is being very difficult. We'll give it one more try, and if it doesn't work, we might have to break out a new one. There we go. See, I threatened to replace you and you decided to work. You spit on the wrong side of my pocket. Okay, so we put this on here. So now we have a pocket that we can put something in for the back. And maybe, I don't want to put it down very far because it's wet still, but that would look really pretty in the back. And then we have all this journal space plus on the card and under the card. So there's one. Oops. So we can distress around the edges here. This is vintage photo. And this is just thin, regular scrapbook paper, but it's sturdy enough to be a journal card. Sometimes you can have a lot stiffer ones. Some people like the distressed edge, and some people like it to just be crisp and clean. So you do what works for you. I kind of do some of each. So kind of put a little extra there where we had some paper tear from repositioning my sticker. You could also write on there or put a label across here. So we can do this side. Around here. A lot of times they'll do the edge of the pocket too, but it's usually better to do that before you put it on there. Now I've gotten some on here, so now we'll just look purposeful. There we go. We'll put our journal card in here, and there's our first one that we finished. Okay, we had this one that was pretty much done too. So we'll just go around here. This is a simple one, keeping a lot of the aspects of the card itself. Come on, glue. And my hand is shadowing. I don't think that's even coming out, is it? Well, let's try my glue stick, which is actually low, unless we really need the other. Just been making so many journal cards that they're running out. My glues need to be refilled. Okay, so I'll put that in the center. And if you have these little bits of letters curly-cueing out the side, it kind of adds to the character. Not sure what the little dot is. Oh, it's just something that my finger got on there, I guess. Oops. I think I'd like this to come all the way to the edge, cross over the picture, but not cover up too much of the flower. Okay, this one, I think we need to do the edge here. Okay. I would use the art glitter glue because then I don't have to worry about tearing these leaves off, but it needs to be refilled. So if we put this in through here and overlap the picture, it just kind of blends the pieces together. And now it's not just the card, it's something else. And we could even add a word later and leave all this blank. And let's put something on the back of this one as well. I think if we cut a pocket out of this corner, maybe here says front door. Excuse me just a moment. Several of my upcoming projects have just taken a nosedive. Thankfully my dog wasn't under that. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's distress the edges of this one this time. And if we don't like the writing on here, later when we go to use it, we can put some kind of focal image on the pocket as well that might go with the album. This just says front door, first floor. Okay, so we're going to put a pocket on this one as well. If we can get this glue to work, that would be best. Yay. I think I'm out of camera view though. But I'm just going around the edge with the glue. And we'll put this on the back. It's always nice to have another place to put more journal card. Best to keep this closed since it's already having difficulties. Okay, so let's just distress this one and it'll be all done. So these can be quick, depends on if you have some scraps and little focal images handy, little digital pieces or what you might have. Calendar pictures, labels that you either made or printed or purchased, little fussy cat flowers or butterflies or whatever you'd like to put on. And then you can just add to what was there and then it becomes yours and not just what it was. And you can also do the inside, which kind of gives it a interesting finished edge. It's kind of nice if you do the fold so that when you open it up it accentuates that as well. I know I have a lot of different ideas in the journal cards for this month, but I know there's a lot more that we could do for the future. So if you have any ideas, put them in the comment section and we'll see if we can do them as well. So see, that can make it interesting inside as well. So here's another one. And we have a pocket here. And why don't we just give it this digital tag. So it can journal here, you can journal inside, you can journal on the back of this. Because remember, a journal needs to have places to journal or to write. We have the pretty things that can come in and out and interact in the pockets and such, but if we don't have space to write, then it kind of isn't a journal. It'd be more like a scrapbook, I guess, of your ideas, which is okay if you want to make that instead. But if you want it to be a journal where you can write, then you need to have lots of places to do that. Okay, what did we want to do to this one? I definitely like this up here, covering that up, and I don't even mind the white around the edge. And I don't know if I kind of like that blending in, so I don't think I'm gonna distress that piece. Do we like this over here instead? maybe something under there. And maybe a little bit of music. Down close to there. Tear this part off. Let's go around this one though. Give it some definition. And put it in this corner. And then put this over it. So I'm just gluing this down. And I'll go inside the little border here. And put the chocolate milk up here. Maybe a little distress around the edge. Oops. Kind of like it down, not over the stem. Maybe something would be nice up there later. But for now, I think I'm gonna let it go and see if there's something appropriate to its journal that can go up there, like a word or some kind of something that goes with its actual journal. Now we don't have to do the back because we're not, the back isn't showing. I think down don't really want it in line with that, but I don't want it in line with that. Do we want to go all the way over here? Just leave the green part on the edge, or both like the other one had. Kind of like that. So we'll mark how far down the glue needs to go. I know a lot of people cut it off ahead of time, but I find that I'm better off waiting and cutting it after I glue it. Okay, so I have this flower. Can't remember where I was going to put that. I guess there. So trim this edge, this edge, and this edge. This is wrapping around also, so we'll trim that off. Okay, it definitely needs a word up there, but I don't know if I have one. I do have some of this heart washi. Well, maybe that would work. It's just too much white compared to the rest of it, and you could still put a word over it later. Kind of becomes almost like a collage. Let's see. Let's take this off the edge. That. There, that's nicer, and it ties in the pink. Nice to have a handy washi tape or two on your desk so that when you need something, you can grab something. Hopefully it's something that goes with what you're making, pattern or color wise. Okay, this I'm thinking of doing something different on the back, of just using that, but I'll need something behind it. So maybe a piece of music. round it a little bit and distress the edge, although we might lay it over the edge of the card, but that's okay. Can trim it off. So let's put this down. And if it doesn't perfectly cover everything, that's okay, because it just will add some interest without keeping the same design. Okay, do we like it this way or this way? I think this way. And then this is the scrap from the front. We can open this. So this is part of that, so that ties in, plus we have the same music. So that ties everything together. And I didn't do a pocket on this one, I just did the picture, but you can journal around it on here. And we're running off the edge a little bit. And then we have the whole inside that we can journal, or whoever's journal this becomes can write in it. So just put a little bit of distressed edge. Sometimes I lean a little bit further and get a little extra. I think it pays to have a basket or dish or something of basic supplies like glue stick and distress ink and scissors and art glitter glue, or maybe Fabri-Tac even, on your desk, plus scraps of paper and some little pictures or stickers or words that you can grab when you want something. So there's another one that we made. Okay, so let's see, we have all these things over there now. I like the Let's Be Thankful, but I don't think we're going to be able to get much on there. Here's the thing. If we didn't worry about the words there, we can actually take this card and make 2 cards. So we'll keep the words. It's really cutting it close there, so I think we need to go a little bit more. And we'll be daring, and we'll just cut it in half. And we'll have both of these cards, which now we have 6 cards. Maybe we'll just pick one of them to do. So this one has this pretty thing here, which would be nice to put something else inside to give it some interest and pattern, to show through there that when you open it up, you have something interesting. And maybe this would be really good to put there. Let's do that. You open it up and you have some postcard. Old pile of mail here. And you can still journal around this, plus on the back. And then that gives it a pretty opening to go through there. Why don't we put this, it's the word pray. It's gone off the desk. Something behind is nice for color. Maybe just some coffee dyed paper. Does that fit in there mostly? The other side is actually more interesting, so I'm going to go with it. So let's see, it's bigger at this end. I I just don't want to go over that edge where the die cut is because I don't want it to go through. Now I know I've already glued this, but I think I've let it dry. So I'm just gonna pounce. Can you see me down there? I'm pouncing my dauber, the ink on here, to color that in. And it's kind of faint where the word is, because the letters kind of blend a little bit, but I think you can see it. So let's see, is that a little hole too? I think it is. So let's stick that in there. So it's correspondence and prayer, and then you have the back that you can write on, but we could also put a pocket back there. We could also put some pictures or something on the back, or don't want to cover up the holes. That cuts off the bird's head. It's a little big, maybe. What else have we got? Some flowers. Little flowers, some buildings. We have these birds, but I think they might be even bigger. All of them. This one's a little smaller. Could put him on the edge there. Maybe. I don't like the color of that one. This is pretty. Put that one on the edge there. Let's try that. So, something to make, besides the fact that I chopped it, something to make it our own. Stress around the edges. Now some of this will get cut off, but that's okay. This is a digital from somewhere. Did I say a kind of electronically challenged? Don't really know where that came from. I do have some from my spelling book, some words. We could just have kind. That's the best I can see on that one to use. Here somewhere. Okay, so I'll put this on. Part of that's going to go over the edge. Think about there. And this one, I want to get it in as close to the holes as I can without going over to get the bird on here. Okay. Now I could wrap it around, but I have to be able to open the card. But we could pretend we're wrapping it around by lining it up on the edge of the back. So it looks like it wraps around. Let's see. those two corners sort of where they go. Mark that. Get this on the edge. Oops, that was quite squeaky. So we can, now this was the fold. I could have just wrapped that one. Okay. And now, whoops, we need our kind. And just stick it up here. And on the back, we could have this for a pocket. We can get this to right, or squirt, or whatever it is. Okay, so we'll cover this up, decorate it, and make a pocket at the same time. Don't know that I have handy something to go in there, except maybe I have one of these birds. It would stick up a little bit. Let's see, do we have one that's a little smaller and maybe color-wise goes a little more? No, not that one. The bluish ones. Is that one? Is that too small to go in here? Nope, that works good. And I can always add an additional tag to go in the pocket, but that at least gives something for the pocket. And we can punch this hole, or we can just do as I'm going to do, but we can always come back and punch it later if we determine that's what we want to do. I'm going to go around, and then I'll show you what I'll do to the hole. Oops. It just gives it more finished look to have something just kind of dab on the hole. Maybe give the whole thing a little bit of an antique look. So there we go. We have a pocket with a tag. We have all this inside that you can still write around the edges. We have the front, and you can peek through there and see this bundle through there. Okay, let's look at this one, which I think is number 5. This does not have the pin. Let's make this just a big random collage. We'll even add some of these circle buttons without their thread though. Okay, the green does go some, but not as much. I think I'd like to have this in the middle. This is the front, correct? And maybe this over there. Could put this down there. I think I'm going to skip the animals. Maybe go with some scenery from our calendars. We have a butterfly, and we have some buttons if we want them, and we also have this row of circles. I think we'll skip these. The little fox, though, could be cut out and put on. Okay, let's see. Let's put this one. Let's push these over to the side, but not all the way to the top. And do this kind of similarly. Trying to give it a little bit of balance. Take this one off right now. So we left a little bit down here. Push this one, push the envelope, push it to the edge. I did not distress those. And actually this green one needs to get down under there before that dries. And probably the same with that brown. Thankfully these are sturdy. You can come back up. I think I'll put it at a slight jaunty angle. Put some more glue back on that. And get this one back up. Ideally you put them down and don't have to peel them back up. Let's see, does that go this way or does it go this way? I think this way. So maybe also at a jaunty angle. Glue this one back down. And then let's distress around this one so it stands out. If anyone knows where my digitals ever come from, just please shout out in the comments so that everybody can know and I can know, and that we'll give them credit for their digitals. Okay, so this kind of touches everything in the middle. Can we leave all that white on and just distress it? Keep its antennas. It's the problem, the antennas are so small. They're often very difficult to cut out. And then if you don't cut them out, but you cut everything else out close, then it doesn't look quite as good. Like that. I think we'll skip that strip. And do we want the fox down here? We kind of do. Just cut him out. Sleeping in the snow, I think. All curled up in a ball. They kind of remind me, because of their fuzzy fur, they remind me somewhere between a cat and a dog. Even though I know they're probably closer related to a dog family. Here you are. See, doesn't that look better when you eliminate that white? Makes it all about the fox instead of everything else. Okay, so we'll put him over here. Got stuff glued on me. And this button here would look nice there. This does look kind of like that, so I think it would be nice on here. If we can get in glue in the right spot here. Maybe put it down here. And then this is sort of like the background, or we can go with brown. Do we want brown or do we want blue? It isn't quite the right blue, so let's go with brown. But where would it look nice? Here. In between here, kind of anchoring everything together. Okay, I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, so we have this one done with a collage, a nature-ish collage all the way around. There's another button. And this was just a plain card, not fancy, but that often can make a nice background for whatever you want to do. So should we put a pocket on the back too? What would be good for a pocket? Let's see. Something nature-y. I wonder if some more of our calendar pictures would be good for a little pocket on the back. I'm doing a project that will make great pockets or small journal cards that I'll be showing soon. It's kind of like you buy one thing, and as a bonus, just inked my arm, as a bonus you get a bunch of other things to do. So this one thing that I bought that was 150 something gave me 100 plus 300 other things. So 150 became 550. Needle and thread. Okay, so what goes with this? Not really that bird. What if we make a circle pocket? It doesn't look bad. Doesn't go exactly, but I think these other ones are just too bright. And maybe we can put something over it. Let's see, top is here, so we'll just go in a little U shape here, but across the bottom. Put that on there. And what would be nice on there? Have something in here, something that looks nice with that. It could go across like that. Doesn't interfere with the pocket. That does look nice with the card. Let's just do that. I like that. I have to find a journal card for it. Let's see. I think as long as these horizontal pieces are not up too far, that makes a nice pocket. I wonder if one of these tickets would fit in there. Nope, I don't think so. What if we folded it? And stuck it in there. And I think you could write on this surface. So it's kind of like a little mini double journal card. So do we want the 50-50? Or do we want to keep this coupon? All right, come on, stay. Could even stick this on as a tab. Let's put it on as a tab. So I just glued half of it. And I'm going to put it on the 50-50 side. this. And I do have some little stickers. These came off of address labels. I think this one here kind of goes with the other colors. I would never trust the adhesive on these though. So we add our own. Maybe just stick it here in the middle. There's a little journal card for our pocket. Better put this back in. And let's see, I think we might have made our 5 journal cards. Cover up this. Let's see, we got 1. This is an extra one to do later. And 2, 3, 4, 5. So for today from the Pearl Forest, we have on day 15, we have greeting cards made into journal cards. This one has a tab. It's a double one with a lot of writing place, but there's also a nice little saying in there. The back has a pocket with another little journal card as a bonus. We have this greeting card that we've added some things to it, left the inside empty, put a pocket on the back with a journal card as well. It's called a double journal card when you can open it up. This one opens this way, so it would go in a pocket this way. And just have done a collage of things around the apple. It's totally empty inside, and the back just has a design, which could go either way. This way, you know, whichever way you're looking at it, I don't think it really matters. We have this one that we'd cut the card apart, so this will be a different one. We've collaged on this by adding these features. We took this opening here and put something inside that highlights that so you can see it well. And on the inside, I didn't distress this, added some dyed paper with the digital words, some old letters, and wrapped these around. This is a faux wrap, and that is too, but it could have been a wrap. Coupon becomes a pocket with a little tag. I'll distress the edges if I didn't. And then this one had a basic design and collaged a variety of things around there, including some of our little paper buttons, and made a little pocket on the back with using a coupon to make a little mini double journal card for this pocket. And inside you have lots of room to write. So this is day 15 of hashtag Play Your Hand of journal cards. We have a hand of 5 journal cards, day 15, and these are greeting cards with regular supplies from my desk. Hope you had a great time from the Pearl Forest. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 16, barring technical difficulties. Thank you. Be sure and leave a comment if you could, so that I know that you're listening and it's something you might like to see in the future, and or any questions you might have. And also, if you could hit the bell, that lets YouTube know that you appreciated the video, and maybe get some more people to look at it. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed and have been watching, and thank you very much. This is Peggy from the Pearl Forest. See you next time.